Dc23, Father Sun and Mother Moon. Soul-touching and life-enhancing stories. Father Sun and Mother Moon. It was during an early morning in spring that Father Sun and Mother Moon had a conversation. For it was paining both of their hearts to see so many of their children living in the world getting sick and leading an unhealthy life. "Yes," said Mother Moon, "how it pains my heart to see them eating wrong things." "Mine too," said Father Sun, "but how can we tell them to open their eyes to see that life can be so magical and healthy, that they can live long lives, and when it is their time, to die a natural death?" "How can we tell the children on the earth?" Mother Moon sighed. "It is so strange. They live all an artificial life and cannot see the natural phenomena of the balancing forces, how we, the sun and the moon, help them. You, my husband, come up in the east in the morning, and at an angle you shine with your light rays on the trees that stand the tallest. You give light to the trees, and you wake up the life of fruits and nuts that have been resting in my lap during the night." Father Sun replied, "Yes, I do not understand why people use stoves and microwaves, depleting all the nutrients and consuming all these different and dangerous ways of heating food with these modern devices. Why not do it the natural way? I heat it up, I warm it up in the most natural way, and that's why in the morning mankind just needs to eat foods coming or growing on the trees. Oranges, apples, mangoes, papayas, avocado, grapefruit and nuts. There is plenty of food for them to eat, nicely warmed up and prepared by nature's stove." "It is so beautiful to see this all work so natural," said Mother Moon. "These foods is easy to digest because their bodies are just waking up from a sleep. And these foods do not take too much energy to be digested, but are providing them with fast energy. It helps as well in the cleaning process, making it easier for them to get rid of the waste products of the day before." "Yes," said Father Sun, "the Creator organized it so beautiful." Mother Moon continued saying, "I see them eating too much food and too complex meals, and the fire energy of you, Father Sun, goes too high up, and then they needed to cool it down, with my energy of the moon being the contracting force. But they all do that totally unnaturally and with unnatural things, like drinking coffee, taking black tea, alcohol or ice creams. Can they not see the harm they are doing to themselves?" Father Sun added saying, "And they do this all day long, misusing both of our energy contributions and experiencing the such-called yo-yo effect. The body goes in too much sun and fire energy, they experience a short boost of a high feeling, which drops straight away either by itself or by using these artificial cooling methods. Then they feel down and stimulate it all again by snacking, drinking coffee and sodas and consuming sugar-related items." "Why are people not making use of our service?" spoke Mother Moon and continued. "Yes, and I can see you, Father Sun, rising up to the sky, and at noontime you have heated and warmed all the food items on the soil. The grains, the beans, the plants, the herbs and the vegetables. It could be so simple and healthy at the same time." Father Sun said, "People do not need to stand in front of their stoves a long time or to artificially heat their food. I am there for them. So tell me, Mother, what would you eat if you would be a human child?" "Oh, I can think about a vegetable sandwich, bread made from sprouted grains and baked in the sun. I can think of a huge vegetable salad, or spaghetti squash with fresh-made tomato sauce, or even a platter of fruits, the fruits growing on top of the soil, like the pineapple and the strawberries, or a melon platter. That sounds really good, said Mother Moon, who continued speaking. They could also learn to sprout grains and beans, making cold soups, shakes and smoothies. But it seems that they do not want to invest in their health and well-being, but just invest all their time in other things, and just waiting until their body collapses. Can they not see that all the signs and the symptoms and disease are trying to wake them up? Father Son spoke, saying, "Yeah, it is so strange, and even when they get sick, they want to get as soon as possible back to that life that created the illness. Maybe their education lacks at an early age all these important facts. I can see with you, Mother Moon, during the night that the food is assimilating and getting the waste ready to be eliminated in the morning. They keep on disturbing your energy with snacking and eating late at night, and in the morning they do not assist the elimination and start eating straight away heavy meals and foods that do not belong in the morning." Father Son continued, saying, "Now, let us look at what the people could eat in the evening, because at that time my sun rays have penetrated the soil and warmed up all the foods which are growing underground. Here are the root vegetables, the turnips, the carrots, the beets, the onions, the mushrooms, the garlic. Yeah, and mushrooms too, because they grow in dark places." "Yes," said Mother Moon, "it would suit their bodies so easily, because this food comes from the darkness, and the people slowly go into the darkness of my body, so they can rest during the night and assimilate their foods. This is excellent food for peace and quietness inside, and it nourishes them very well. I can think about a carrot juice, carrot and beet and peanuts and ginger salad. How can we tell them it is better to eat early than late at night and sitting in front of the TV?" Mother Moon said, "I also like to include the following. Shortly after sunset it is the best time to go to sleep and give the body plenty of rest. Prolonging the day in the evening is not the most natural way, and eating late will make it hard for the body for proper digestion. People wonder why they are still tired in the morning and do not naturally wake up with sunrise. It seems to me that they are trying to do everything against nature and not tuning into our energies of expansion and contraction. And I even forget to mention all the extreme spicy foods they consume, trying to get some form of contracting force happening with the consuming of all these heated foods so they can go to the bathroom, or drinking coffee in the morning to do that as well. It is too extreme and too dangerous, and depletes the natural energy of the body." "I think I just have the answer," said Father Son. "Yes, it is simple. You know, we have had just this conversation, and we will write it out on a magical paper and send it down to the children of the world, so they understand that we are a help to them in matters of health in their lives. When they can learn this early, they can take it with them while growing up and staying strong and healthy, and be an example to their children again. I think," said Mother Moon, "that's a great idea. Let's do it and start now, and add some questions so they can check if they understood our message." And so they added, "Which of the following items do not fit in the category of eating according to the sun energy? Breakfast: oranges, grapefruit, cereals, hazelnuts. Eggs, apples, pears. Papaya, lime, strawberries, avocado. banana shake with cow's milk, coconut milk, or almond milk. Noon foods, lunch, sandwich with lettuce, tomato, and onions. Spaghetti or grains with cream sauce, fresh tomato sauce, or vegetables. Salad with potato and carrots. Dinner time. Ginseng, carrots and beans. Peanuts, beets and rice. Onions, garlic and bread. Carrots, avocado, beets and garlic. What the story could bring us. The story explains itself by understanding that the energy of the moon is the energy of the day and the expansion, and the moon as the energy of the night, the contraction. The sun and the moon and the contracting and expanding forces are part and parcel of everything and every item in creation. Learn more from Ice Flame, the guiding force of contraction and expansion, one of the 32 faculty members of the Magical University of Life at the Sacred Archives, called the Magical or Sacred Council.